Hey there everybody, this is Vince Verdict, and today I'm reviewing No Man's Sky. Does the game live up to its tremendous hype, or would the regret of buying the game for that steep price keep you awake at night? Let's find out. The game has two types of graphics, the pretty galaxy and the fugly surface. When you're traveling through space, your eyes will be treated by all kinds of different celestial beauties. There's nothing special about it, but it looks good enough to talk about it. The planet's surfaces, though, simply look crap for today's standards. Although the game is selling itself on its procedurally generated planets, the 14 hours I've been playing, I felt like I was visiting the same planet every time. Sure, the textures are different and there's a slight variety between flora and fauna, but it still feels like the same planet. It's mostly a barren wasteland, really. Sadly, that's a good thing, because the time that I did land on a planet that looked somewhat different, it had a lot of vegetation, my GTX 980 was brought to its fucking knees. In other words, the engine can't handle anything other than barren wastelands. The game also stutters every now and then, and to me it's obvious that the engine isn't so discreet in procedurally generating stuff. It's literally just making it up as I go, but not without reminding me of that by freezing my screen for a fraction of a second every time when it does generate something new. It's no big deal, as you might see by watching my footage, but it's annoying. Also, the game was locked at 30 FPS when I started it up for the first time. Why would a game be locked on 30 FPS by default? It's fucking ridiculous and it reeks of consolitis. Luckily, in the graphics menu I was able to change it to unlimited. So what's No Man's Sky all about? Well, you wake up on a random planet next to your damaged starship. You need to repair it in order to get off the planet, and to do that you'll have to mine resources. Once you have mined enough of the necessary material, you repair your ship and fly off into space. The goal? To reach the center of the universe. You progress toward the center of the universe by warping between star systems. But for that you need to feed your warp engine, which you again do by mining the proper materials. I thought that it was fairly simple to create tons of fuel for my warp engine in no time, so I wasn't sure what kept me from just warping and warping and warping until I just, well, reached the center. However, I kept exploring different planets, upgrading my mining tool, my ship, searching for new blueprints. I searched desperately for monoliths so I could learn new alien words, which helped me solve tiny puzzles and helped me with trading. I was drawn to the trading mechanism. I found a iridium deposit, stocked up on the stuff and sold it on a space station where they pay twice as much for the stuff. The whole endeavor cost me like half an hour, but soon I managed to buy another ship with a larger cargo hold. Oh, and believe me, you'd want a ship with a large cargo hold, because the thing that annoyed me the most during my 14 hours of playing was this.
Inventory full, inventory full, inventory full.
For a game that's all about collecting resources and building upgrades, I think that the inventory size could have been a bit more forgiving. During the first 10 hours, I was highly agitated every time my suit told me that my inventory was full. However, after I got a good enough reputation with the aliens, they gave me a pass that could get me through certain doors. Every space station had such a door, and behind it an exosuit upgrade. In no time I finally managed to increase the inventory size of my exosuit. The exosuit protects you from environmental hazards, like extreme blizzards or radiation. Its protection depletes gradually as you explore the planet, so make sure to mine enough carbon to replenish the shield. Another form of hazard is the occasional aggressive wildlife and the sentinels. Sentinels are little drones that fly around on every planet. They're practically a fail-safe against exploitation, because they start attacking you once you mine too much, too quickly, in a short period of time. It's the devs saying, don't stay in one place, explore. The dangers don't stop once you fly into the celestial sea of stars. More than enough times I flew contentedly out of a planet's atmosphere, only to be ambushed by pirates wanting my cargo. I'm not sure, but I had the impression that the more valuable my cargo was, the higher the chance was for me to get ambushed. Space combat is fun, although nothing special. Your interface tells you where to aim in order to hit a moving target, which is nothing new if you're used to space games. And once your shield is depleted, you're fucked. During almost every space battle, I had to go into my inventory and replenish my shield with materials I had mined. I'm not sure why there isn't a quick button for doing that, since the game doesn't pause as I do that. I can only imagine the frustration when you don't have the luxury of a mouse and keyboard. Apart from ambushes, you can also come to the rescue of other ships that are being attacked by pirates. Doing that increases your standing with that particular alien race. So anyway guys, what's my verdict? It doesn't take long before you know what the game has to offer, and it really isn't that much. You collect resources, use these resources for trading and to improve your mining, tool and ship, and most importantly to create warp fuel. You collect said resources on procedurally generated planets, who practically all look too much the same. But must all that be an introduction to a negative verdict? Absolutely not. I remember reading somewhere that the developer said No Man's Sky is a very chill game. And that's exactly what it is. Where Overwatch has me tilting and lying awake at night because of all the adrenaline, No Man's Sky is the opposite. It's chill, and it's fun. The fact that I've been playing for 14 hours straight says enough. And hey, even if the game starts to bore the shit out of me after another few hours, I've already had my money's worth. So there you have it. Although No Man's Sky isn't visually stunning and has no plot to speak of, it is fun and it is relaxing. So much so that it's therapeutic. So that's my verdict. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel and share it with your buddies. Have a great day now. Goodbye.